Hello, welcome to South African Roots. I have for a while been discussing the possibility of a mass decentralization happening in my videos, and I just want to actually talk about that. So, we're going to start it off. The gist of it is we have too many mouths to feed and too little resources to kind of cover everyone. People need to kind of try get away from this city center life where everyone wants to populate the city centers, because the reality is the stuff that's going on in there, you cannot even walk in a city center anymore. It's not safe. You can barely even walk in the suburbs, but you cannot go into the city centers. So we need to kind of try to clear out the city centers. Now, I know in a previous video I have discussed the illegal immigrants thing and how we have a lot of illegal workers in these city centers. So I'm going to give two suggestions here, and they're just suggestions to think about it. We've got to kind of crack down on the incoming people that are within the country, the people that are coming in illegally and using the resources but not paying taxes. So how are we going to do that? Why don't we just make them register? So previously I discussed a banking machine type style machine that we could use in SARS offices. Why do we not have machines that you can register at? So how would this work? Make a banking style machine that people can go put their information in and have to pay a fine. So they pay a fine, let's say the fine is 500 Rand for coming in the country illegally. Thereafter, they get an immigration appointment with the immigration officers and they have to go through the process of immigrating. They'll get the initial fine, and if they come from the immigration officers and they say yes, they can stay, they're going to have to pay an additional fine, make it a hefty fine. People shouldn't be coming in illegally. Thereafter, they are not allowed to become citizens. If people came into the country illegally, why are we making them citizens after they've been here for 500 years? I don't understand. It is illegal to come into the country illegally. That's why it's illegal. So after paying the fine, they will pay taxes in this bank accounts that they set up for them, but they will not become citizens of the country because they've come in illegally. So start that process. Get a banking machine up on the sidewalks. People get a permit when they pay the fine and they've set up an appointment with the immigration officers. They get a permit. Why do they need a permit? Well, I'm going to suggest, why are we not doing CBD raids? We need a policy that enforces that every military option, every military area within the country, every CBD area gets raided by the military every, let's say, 5-year cycle. So let's say the presidency cycle, a president comes in every 5 years, a CBD raid needs to occur where they're going in, they're getting the drugs, they're sending them straight to burning facilities. All the money that's confiscated gets sent back to the banks. All the guns that get confiscated, we might as well just put it back into our military resources because we know they're probably all ours. Why are CBD raids not happening? We have an entire military system that is sitting there doing nothing. SAPS is unable to do these raids because the city centers are so big. They cannot go through the city center by themselves. However, if you cornered off the CBD, had a procedure in place that told people what to do in case of these CBD raids, say they have to have IDs on them, and then the workers' permits if you're an illegal immigrant, go through the city centers, clean them out of the drugs, clean them out of guns, clean them out of monies. It's going to piss the people off, no doubt. It's going to piss the people off, but do we want those types of people there anyways? And there's a lot of things we can do with those buildings that are huge, that are just sitting there, drug infested, prostitution infested, illegal warning signs. We could do many things with those buildings, and I'm going to tell you what we can do with these buildings in our next video. But all that I'm saying is we need to decentralize. We cannot have these buildings standing full of illegal workers. It is not working. The city centers are just getting more and more run down. And the thing is, it is spreading. It is not just in the CBDs anymore. It is spreading outwards, and nobody can control it. So why are we not using our military resources to do every 5-year cycle raids? If they feel like they need an additional rinse, wash and repeat, they can do it again. But why are we not using the resources that we pay for anyways? And this will give the military great opportunity to have hands-on experience with the citizens, to learn something, not just they can have hands-on experience. Why are we not doing it? We can even have the borders of the provinces blocked and ready to go. So when these raids occur and people try to flee, you're checking their cars systematically as they're coming through. You can involve security companies. You will involve the SAPs in that area. Why are we not thinking about this as a viable solution to get rid of the junk that is going down in our CBDs? And that's all I'm going to say. So maybe you should think about it. Thanks for watching.